In this video I'm going to look at showing you how to add sounds, whether it be music or sound effects, to your Scratch Aquarium project. So this is our aquarium so far. You can see I've added a few bubbles down here at the bottom. So the bubbles are going from the bottom down here up to the top and then going back to the beginning. So you look at the little script here. So it's a go-to block, glides to the top of the screen here and then goes straight back to the bottom. So if we play it, you can see there's 4 different ones. They're all going up next to the seaweed here. So we're just going to play it. You can see the bubbles going up nicely here. So I want to add sound of the bubbles. Okay, so I stop that. I can select any of the bubbles to put it on because the sound is going to run kind of forever. So I'll select this bubble. Okay, and I go to my sounds. Okay, and now here you can see you've got 3 options. So I'm going to choose sound from library. So click that one. And I've got all these different sounds in here, and you can see one of them here is bubbles. So I'm just going to click this and play it so you can hear it. There's the sound. I'm just going to stop it. Okay. And go back. So double click it. Selects it. So the bubbles are in here now. This is the bubble file. It says bubbles. It's not the pop one that comes in by default. So I can play this as well over here. You can hear the sound. Okay. So that's the sound that I want to use. So I go back to this bubble. So it's on scripts. Go events. When green flag is clicked, same as before, I use in a forever block. I'm going to loop this forever. Okay, and now I go to sound. Click on sound. I want to use this play sound bubbles until done. That's what I want to use. Okay, you saw there was a pop there. I could have used pop if you want, but I'm going to use bubbles. Okay, so this is the sound of the bubbles. So now, if I play it, you should hear the sound of the bubbles playing in the background. Let's play the whole thing. There you go. So I've added the sound of bubbles. Okay, I'm going to stop that. I'm going to show you there's ways you can get other sounds in as well. You can get sound effects in or actual music files. So I'm going to go here and I'll show you 2 tabs I've got open. So this is freemusicarchive.org. That's where you can get music files. Or you can go here to soundbible.com, and this is where we can find sound effects. So I'm going to use this one to show you how to get a sound effect in. So let's say we want to find kind of beach sound, something like that. So I'm going to do a search for beach in here. Okay, go down. I quite like the look of this one, sea waves. I can play this here and see what it sounds like. Oh. Yeah, that sounds quite good. So I pause that. Okay. So this is the file I want to download. So I click it. Okay, it's probably playing again. Let's just pause that. Okay, and this is the file. This is the MP3 file here. This is what I want to download. So I'm going to click on that. I'm going to go up to my downloads up here. Okay, up here is my downloads. You can see there's the file, sound sea waves. So I'm going to take that one off, drag and drop it onto my desktop. Once it's on my desktop, I can go back to Scratch. Okay, now I'm going to put this is kind of ocean sound that I want to play all the time. So I'm going to click the backdrop actually, and I'm going to have it running as a script on the backdrop. So now if I go, clicked on backdrop here, sounds, and I want to import the sound first. So instead of using this one, choose sound from library, I'm actually going to go to this one. Upload sound from file, because it's the file that we've saved on our desktop. So click it. Okay, I'm on my desktop here, on the 4 squares, so I can see all the files nicely. I scroll down till I find the sea waves file. Quite a few files I've got sitting on my desktop. Here's the file. There it is. Open it. Okay, it's just going to convert the MP3 file. Takes a little bit of time, not long. Okay, once it's in, you can play it. Okay, if it's a bit loud or something, you can actually make it softer and louder down here. So I'll make it a little bit softer. Okay, maybe softer but twice. Okay, so now what I want to do is go back to my stage, my scripts. I'm on stage. Okay, now I go events. When green flag is clicked, I'm use the forever. And now this time I'm going to use sound, and then it says play sound. And that's the name of the long file name here that we just downloaded until done. Okay, you can see the name here. There's the name at the top here. You could change it if you want to change it, but it's not that important. Okay, so let's play it all and see what it sounds like. So now you can hear the sound of the waves. It's maybe a bit loud. I'm going to pause it. But you've got the sound of the waves and you've got the sound of the bubbles. So I could probably go back to the sounds and make that sound of the bubbles, of the waves a little bit quieter. But you can also download actual music files and have some music playing in the background maybe. This is the best website for the music, freemusicarchive.org. And the way to use this one is go to genres, and then find a genre that you like. I could say go electronic. Okay, and once it opens, you get all these different types of categories you can select, but I'm just going to show you quickly a demo. Say this is the file you like. You can click play here and listen to it. Wait for it. There it goes. So if I wanted this file, this sound, this song to be playing in the background on mine, I could go back to here, download, click the download, the little down arrow. Same as before, it pops the file up here. Once the file is finished downloading, just drag it to your desktop. Drag it to your desktop, drop it, go back to Scratch. Just gonna clear that. Okay, and you can put it on something else. You can put it on a fish, doesn't matter where you put it really. Okay, same as before, you can put the control, put the forever block. Okay, I have to go to sounds and I have to import it first. This one, because it's bigger, it's going to take a little bit to import. So I'm not going to do the whole thing. I'm just going to click it and show you. But you could add then the sound in. So it's starting to convert. And that's how you add sounds. So remember, use the Scratch sounds built in, or use the sounds here from the soundbible.com or freemusicarchive.com. And there's one other cool thing you can do, is you can actually use this microphone and record yourself saying something or making sounds of waves or whatever you want. So have a play with that as well. Okay, thanks for listening.